on the campus of Trinity Baptist College. Today's matchup features the Blue Wave from FSCJ. To be here, thank you for your time for fellowship, and thank you for everyone to be able to be here. I ask God for a good game, good sportsmanship, and we can glorify your name. I hope no one gets hurt, and we just enjoy this time together. Maybe as we pray. Amen. Is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding for game plan for life, integrity, faith, and official and spectator. Join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment which to enjoy today's competition. And now to name number 2, Henry Roberts. Sophia Barone. Number 7, Elaine Rose. Number 9, Yolanda. Number 10, Stefania Bertolini. Number 16, Haley Wanowski. Number 17, and now for team. Number 2.
Thank you, Jair Zavalos, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Gymnasium on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for women's volleyball with the Eagles wearing their pink uniforms tonight, taking on the Blue Wave from Florida State College at Jacksonville. And hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau. Glad you're with us here on TBC Eagles. Don't worry about the audio. What happens is we have two options to choose from. with this option we're using now, you can hear everything a lot better, but if I stop talking for too long, then their sound might go out. You're okay on your end, we're okay on our end. The other option, you would not be able to hear any announcing at all. So stay with us. We'll let you know what's going on. Hannah Hewling is back on camera tonight. And again, we're just moments away from the first serve. The Blue Wave come into tonight's competition with a record of 4 wins, 10 losses overall, 2-5 in NJCAA Division II Region 8 competition. This is a much younger team than the Eagles played last year. 10 freshmen and 2 sophomores on the roster. Trinity Baptist 1-15 so far this season, led by first-year head coach Carlin Pointer. And the Blue Wave are led by head coach Chelsea Hink and assisted by Megan Crawford and Amy Walker. The athletic director of FSCJ is Mr. Jerry Thor, and the president of Florida State College at Jacksonville, Dr. John Avendano. The athletic director here at Trinity Baptist College, Mr. John D. Jones, and I am the sports information director and play-by-play announcer. I'm Ray Bureau. The Eagles will have the first serve, and getting us underway, a junior from Bellevue, Florida, Kristen Andrews. And Andrews gets the whistle, and this match is underway with the first serve. That one grazes off the net. Blue Wave ready on defense. Always tricky when the serve hits off the net. And the first point goes to the Blue Wave. Andrews came into tonight's play with 1 ace on the season. Blue Wave get the first point. And heading back to do the first serve for FSCJ, Eliana Reynolds, a sophomore from Green Cove Springs and played her high school at Ridgeview. I grew up in Green Cove. I know Clay County very well. Ridgeview High School, a terrific high school in Orange Park. Blue Wave get the point and take a quick 2-0 lead. Reynolds has 16 aces entering play tonight. She's now serving with the team leading at 2-0. These two teams will meet again as there's an ace for Reynolds not too long from now at FSCJ. In fact, that's going to be on Saturday, October 14th, 1 week from tomorrow. So a lot of volleyball action between these two teams coming up today and next weekend. FSCJ will be here again tomorrow at 12 noon against Andrew College. That one stays in bounds, and the Blue Wave have scored the first 4 points. It's a neutral game played here at Trinity Gymnasium between FSCJ Blue Wave and the Tigers from Andrew College. We're going to bring that game to you, Blue Wave fans. You can join us here at 12 noon. We'll start the broadcast just before then. Ball hits off the ceiling. Ashley Shaw tries to make the return, got underneath it and put it out of bounds. And Florida State College has scored the first 5 points. Trinity Baptist is playing Andrew College at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. But we're going to bring you your game, Blue Wave fans, against Andrew at 12 noon as well. That serve goes out of bounds. Eagles get their first point, and heading back to serve is Madison Williford. This is the home finale for Trinity Baptist College. The rest of their matches will be all on the road. Kill attempt is good. That is Martina Soler Martin getting the kill and the point for the Blue Wave. Marti entered play with 95 kills, just got another one. She is the leader in kills for the Blue Wave. Foster with the tap. Blue Wave ready on the defense, but the second return from the Eagles is good for the point, and it's a 6-2 Blue Wave lead. They got the first 5. TBC has come back with the next 2. Hello, Blue Wave fans. Glad you're able to join us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. These two schools will hook up again for women's basketball. And that one is a point for the Eagles, a double hit violation called against the Blue Wave. And so Trinity Baptist gets the point. It'll be 6-3. Both women's and men's basketball for Trinity Baptist begins play officially on October 28th. Right here on the home court, both teams will play Beacon College. This one is set up for the kill attempt. Tipped at the net by Wells and Spann. Another kill attempt set up, but that one is a little too strong from Stefania Del Carmen Caballero Juarez. She's a freshman from Chihuahua, Mexico. And a serve from Honnessy Foster. Third hit coming up for the Eagles. Morgan Wells overhead, but a little too long and out of bounds. Great effort by Wells, our lone senior on the roster. That one missed clearly, but didn't miss by much. And the Blue Wave get the point and lead 7-4. And now heading back to serve for FSCJ, Lane Tohall. Enters play tonight with one service ace. Wells with the one-handed return. Kill attempt is inbounds. Very, very close. Elena Reynolds with the point for the Blue Wave. She entered play tonight with 77 kills. Of course, you can get all this information on gobluewave.com and look for the women's volleyball page, tbceagles.com for Trinity Baptist. Sidearm delivery and a great diving play. That's the libero, Hannah Roberts. And that one goes into the net. The Eagles end up with the point, but a great play by Roberts just a moment before. Hannah Roberts, freshman from Orlando, Florida's Boone High School. And now serving is sophomore Alexis Spann. She's all the way from Chicago. Big hit and a point scored by Soler Marti. And so the Blue Wave lead 9-5. Marti will now serve. She's a freshman from Barcelona, Spain. Big high delivery and a perfect jump serve right back at Foster. And the hit from Andrews defended by Marti in the backcourt, the one-handed save. And that eventually results in the point for the Blue Wave, and they are up 10-5. Florida State College at Jacksonville got the first 5. It's been even since then, but a 5-point lead for the Blue Wave. And so there, Marti ready to serve. I like that really high toss and then the jump serve, and she hits it very well. Spann sets this one up for Wells. It is tipped at the net, kept off the floor by Juarez. And a point. Soler Marti just finds open floor, gets the point, and the Blue Wave lead 11-5. Again, both teams playing here on this very court tomorrow. Andrew College is playing twice. Another great serve right at Foster. With the return, another diving dig from Hannah Roberts. Shaw bumps, Spann sets, but a double hit violation called against Alexis Spann. And a 7-point lead for FSCJ. Hey, let us know you're watching. Drop us a comment, especially anyone outside of Jacksonville. Love seeing names pop up on the screen. Soler Marti with the serve. This one got on top of a little bit and put that one into the net. Congratulations to TBC Eagles women's soccer on the victory yesterday afternoon against NAIA New College of Florida. 4-2 was the final score. Ellie McKeeska with 2 goals for TBC, the first and the fourth. And that point goes to Elena Reynolds and the Blue Wave, and they lead now 13-6. Abigail Mendoza got the official game-winning goal, breaking a 2-2 tie with about 12 minutes remaining. A free kick from about 35 yards out. They hit the top left corner of the net. That was an excellent shot. Tatum Wolke also scored for TBC. Toward the back of the court, Foster is able to send it up front, and a great play by Williford. Foster again on the defense. Foster with the return. Tapped up by Roberts. Here comes Reynolds. And a point for the Blue Wave. Very well played on both sides of the net. And FSCJ leads now 14-6. Now serving Hannah Roberts from Orlando. And she gets the point. And it is now a 9-point lead for the Blue Wave. Hannah Roberts comes into tonight's play with 8 saves. Or check that, 8 service aces on the evening, and she just got point number 15 for the Blue Wave. Timeout with the score, Florida State College 15, TBC 6. We'll be back after this 30-second message from the NCCAA. The Blue Wave got the first 5 points. TBC started to make a little bit of a comeback, but now the Blue Wave have pulled to a 9-point lead at 15-6. Hannah Roberts getting ready for her second serve. There's the whistle, and we are back underway. Roberts with the serve toward the right side of the court, and the ace. 2 in a row from Roberts, and it's a 16-6 game. Set number 1, so pull up a chair. Still a lot of volleyball left here. The only game tonight, again, 2 games tomorrow for TBC. And that one will be a point on the hit from Elena Reynolds. And it's 17-6. Again, in case you missed it, 12 noon game added to the Blue Wave and Andrew College schedule. Really just yesterday, I believe that was added on, if I am correct. Florida State College at Jacksonville against Andrew College at 12 right here at TBC. We will bring that one to you here on TBC Eagles. Then Trinity Baptist plays Andrew College at 2 p.m. Obviously, that game could go a little late because of the game in front running long. That's a very good possibility. Meanwhile, it is 19-6 Blue Wave. Set number 1 in this 3 out of 5. Roberts gets the whistle and the serve. Williford's second hit. Shaw with the return. Just found an open spot and a tap. TBC on the defense, but the return effort goes into the net, and now a 20-6 lead for the Blue Wave. It's again with the serve. And the point for the Blue Wave gets them 4 points away from winning set number 1. Roberts on a really nice run. Her first 2 serves were for aces. This one's set up for Wells. And tipped at the net from Hauser, kept alive. That one is inbounds. That is Elena Reynolds with another kill. And now just 3 points more will give the Blue Wave set number 1. Here is Roberts with the serve to the right side. Shaw bumps, Span sets, Foster returns, and it's inbounds. Honnessy Foster finds the back corner, kept it inbounds. Eagles get the point, but they have a lot of work to do, trailing 22-7. Morgan Wells, senior from Homestead, Florida. This is her final regular season homestand. I mistakenly said tonight was the final home game. Tomorrow afternoon is the final home game for the Eagles. Another point for the Blue Wave. They have they have opened up a 16-point lead at 23-7, and a substitution will see Brianna Brown check in for Lane Tohall. And now serving Abigail Bucci, a freshman from my alma mater, Clay High School down in Green Cove Springs. Good to see a fellow Blue Devil on the court. She goes from the Blue Devils to the Blue Wave. And Foster with the block. Madison Williford giving some assistance. And Kristen Andrews now ready to serve for TBC. And a serve. Toward the backcourt, Roberts bumps. Set, and the kill goes at Morgan Wells. Tipped at the net. That slowed the ball down a little bit. Another opportunity, the kill attempt. Foster with the block, but the ball kept in play. And eventually the Eagles come away with the point. Honnessy Foster doing the job at the net. Foster with 11 blocks entering play tonight. He's done the job in a couple of opportunities so far. That one might have gone out of bounds, but Wells sends it back up front. And the return effort is too far. And the Blue Wave lead 24-9, and they are looking at potential set point. And trying to serve it up will be Elena Reynolds. Reynolds gets the whistle. This one for the set. Right at span. Set up for Foster to the backcourt and out of bounds. And that'll do it for set number one. Final score, FSCJ 25, Trinity Baptist 9. We'll pause here. 3 minutes and set two will begin. You're watching TBC Eagles Women's Volleyball on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Set two ready to begin. Florida State College won the first set 25-9. The Blue Wave are members of the National Junior Collegiate Athletic Association's Division II Region 8, one of 10 teams in the conference. Gulf Coast State, Lake Sumter State, Palm Beach State, Pasco Hernando State, Pensacola State, South Florida State, St. John's River State College, St. Petersburg, and State College of Florida. Right now, they lead Trinity Baptist 1-0, and number 2 is now underway thanks to Abigail Bucci with the serve. And the Blue Wave draw first blood once again. They got the first 5 points in set 1. TBC got it close, and then the Blue Wave pulled away to the 25-9 set 1 win. Here is Bucci. Diving effort from Span. That one goes into the net, however. And the Blue Wave have scored the first 2. Abigail Bucci, 15 aces entering play tonight. And Bucci with the serve. Span sends it up front. Span then had to regroup. She wanted to kill the ball, but she recognized she wasn't going to reach it. Made a really nice adjustment with the ball in flight. That's Span to the backcourt. Saved by Soler Marti. Ball goes over the net. Wells sets this one up. Shaw and Span, they're able to get the ball back over the net. Got to be careful that they didn't both hit it because that would have been a violation. And we have a double hit violation against the Eagles, so the Blue Wave have scored the first 3. Abigail Bucci serving once again for Florida State College. They've 2-5 in their conference play so far this season. NCC, no wins, 7 losses in NCCAA Division II South Region competition. And the kill is good from Elena Reynolds. And the Blue Wave have scored the first 4. 4-0, Florida State College leads. They have a good number of campuses around Jacksonville. North Side, South Side, Deerwood, Bay Meadows area, Kent campus, in the Riverside area. I used to teach at the Kent campus and the South campus in the adult high school starting from 1994 through 2011. I was a Saturday morning and then eventually an online adjunct in the English department. Got pretty familiar with FSCJ. They were called the Stars then. Now the Blue Wave, that name change happening some years back. Returned over the net. Kill attempt from Brown. Morgan Wells with the dive, keeping the ball off the floor. This one's set up from Soler Marti, and she finds open floor and gets the point for the Blue Wave. It is 5-1. And heading back to serve will be Elena Reynolds. And Reynolds getting ready. There's the whistle. 4-point lead in set number 2. Tapped up into the air. Alyssa Tucker with the return for TBC. That one from Foster, though, wide left. And a point on the board. It is now 6-1. Reynolds, 16 aces entering play tonight. And a line drive serve hits the top of the net. Drops down on the wrong side for the Blue Wave, and the Eagles get the point. Odyssey Foster now serving for TBC, a junior from Tampa, Florida. Wells thought she had some open court, but Marissa Hauser was right there to make the play. Kill attempt from Brown is good. Brianna Brown from Fletcher High School in Jacksonville Beach gets the kill and the point for the Blue Wave. Brown came into tonight's competition with 20 kills on the season and a service ace from Marissa Hauser. She had 3 entering play tonight. Just got another. 8-2 Blue Wave lead. Third hit from Wells. Defended well at the net. Making that play was Caballero Juarez, and a point for the Blue Wave, and it's 9-2. FSCJ jumping out to another quick lead. Hauser serving now for the Blue Wave. Fletcher High School, that's where my wife Beth graduated high school way back in 1998, or 88. I graduated from Clay in 87. Well, Beth, I just made you 10 years younger. Wish we could do that for real. Here's Ashley Shaw with the return. Bump, set, kill attempt is good, and that is Martina Soler Marti. And the Blue Wave up to an 11-2 lead. Marti at 95 kills coming into tonight's competition. Set up for Span. She had to reach back a little bit. The ball was behind her. That's Reynolds, but Shaw right there on the defense. Span, too strong and out of bounds. And now a 10-point lead for the Blue Wave. Marissa Hauser has been on a nice run. Fletcher Senator. Point number 13 on the board. And Hauser with the serve. Back towards Foster. Third hit. Kill attempt for Morgan Wells. It's good. Morgan Wells, a team leader in kills. 66 entering play tonight. And now Alexis Span will serve. Foster on the defense. Span with the bump. Wells, that one hit out of bounds, hit off the line, Judge. And a point for the Blue Wave, who now lead by 11 at 14-3. Substitution, Brianna Brown out, Lainey Tohall in, and Tohall, the freshman from Creekside High School in St. John's, now serving. And we have a whistle with the ball still in flight. Violation called against the Blue Wave, and the Eagles get the point. Still trailing, though, 14-4. And heading back to serve will be Alyssa Tucker, freshman from Summerfield. Kill attempt, tipped, almost a three-point shot. But it goes as one for the Blue Wave. 15-4. We want to congratulate Trinity Christian Academy varsity volleyball. Although they took the loss last night in 5 sets, 20 wins, just 3 losses on the season. They have finished their home schedule, and they're getting ready for postseason play, which will start very soon. The TCA Conquerors, who share this campus and the facilities with Trinity Baptist College, 20-3 on the season. Right now it is 16-4 Blue Wave in set number 2. They won the first one 25-9. And serving will be Soler Marti. Foster able to readjust and make the good sidearm return on the third hit. Shaw goes down low, keeps the ball off the floor, and then makes a good return. Set up for Reynolds, and the kill is good. Reynolds from Ridgeview High School. That's the team the TCA Conquerors played last night. 5 grueling close sets. Ridgeview won set 5, 15-13. So there, Marti with the serve. And a dig for Shaw, but it didn't quite get over. And a point for the Blue Wave. It is now 18-4. Marti serving for the Blue Wave. And the ace makes it a 19-4 lead. Tina Soler-Marti now trying to put her team in the 20-point plateau. And a serve. Third hit from Wells is out of bounds. And the Blue Wave now lead 20-4. Timeout, TBC with the score, FSCJ 20, Trinity Baptist 4. We'll be back in just a minute. Twenty to 4 as we resume play here in set number 2. Blue Wave won the first one, 25-9. And Soler-Marti serving once again for FSCJ. Shaw keeps the ball off the court, but a whistle with the ball in flight. Double hit violation called against the Eagles. And now the Blue Wave just 4 points away from taking a commanding 2-0 lead. Soler-Marti will try to serve up those final 4. And Shaw again goes down low. Here's a third hit from Shaw. It is good. One set up for Soler-Marti. Third hit, Foster to the backcourt. That's Reynolds right at Foster, who was ready. Wells with the tap. Good volley on both sides. Set up for Wells, and she got under it just a bit. And now the Blue Wave need just 3 more points to win set 2. Soler-Marti ready to serve up. She's hoping it's 3 more points. That one hits the net, however. Eagles get the point, but still trail 22-5. And heading back to serve will be Morgan Wells. Wells gets the whistle. And a serve. Bumped up by Tohall. And a good hard hit coming from Soler-Marti. And FSCJ 2 points away from winning set 2. Heading back to serve will be Hannah Roberts. Boone High School in Orlando, Florida. Elena Reynolds and Haley Waranowski are the sophomores on the roster. Everybody else in her first year. And a whistle. Ball still in flight. Violation called against the Eagles. And set point now for FSCJ. Set up for Williford, but again, net violation called against Trinity Baptist, and that is point number 25 for the Blue Wave. 25-5 is a set score. The Blue Wave lead 2-0. Set number 3 coming up in 3 minutes. We'll be right back. Stay with us. We're less than a minute away from the start of set number 3. While we have this opportunity, let's check out the remaining schedule for both home team and our visitors. Both teams will play again next Saturday at Florida State College at Jacksonville in a tri-match with Pensacola Christian College. FSCJ and Trinity Baptist will play at 12 noon. FSCJ and Pensacola Christian will then play at 2 p.m. And Trinity Baptist will play Pensacola Christian at 4 p.m. That's next Saturday, October 14th. Then the Blue Wave will finish things up at St. John's River State College in Palatka on Wednesday the 18th. And then 2 home matches against Pensacola State College and Gulf Coast State College on Friday and Saturday, October 20th and 21st. For Trinity Baptist, after the tri-match next week, one more tri-match remaining on Saturday, October 28th at Payne College. The Eagles will play Payne at 12 noon and Livingstone College at 2 p.m., and that'll be it for the regular season. The South Region Tournament for Trinity Baptist will be played at Bob Jones University beginning on November 2nd. And for the Blue Wave, I do not have their postseason schedule available. But if you go to gobluewave.com, eventually that will be put up, and you'll be able to keep up with your Blue Wave team, FSCJ fans. Well, we're ready to begin set number 3. Again, FSCJ leads 2-0 by set scores of 25-9 and 25-5. The first serve of set 3 by Alexis Spann is into the net, and the Blue Wave get the first point. And a substitution. Brianna Brown out, Lainey Tohall in. And Tohall from Creekside High School. What a big, beautiful campus Creekside has. I was there doing a Trinity Christian Academy versus Creekside baseball game back in the spring. You want to talk about a massive and gorgeous campus, Creekside High School. Lainey Tohall getting ready to serve with her team leading 2-0. And Tohall with the serve. It is just wide and out of bounds. Tohall entered play tonight, 1 ace. But she just got her team a point a moment ago. And now TBC, trailing 2-1, will send Madison Williford to the line. Freshman from Summerfield, Florida. And that one is good from Martina Soler Martí, the Barcelona, Spain freshman, and the Blue Wave lead 3-1. And the whistle and the serve. This time it is Marissa Hauser. Third hit from Andrews is into the net. A little indecision cost the Eagles on that point. And Hauser ready to serve with her team leading 4-1. Line drive serve at Foster. And then Foster with the return. Hauser bumps. It is set up for Reynolds. Spann on the defense. This time Andrews able to make the good return, but a diving play from Lainey Tohall. However, then a violation against FSCJ gives the Eagles the point. It is 4-2 with Morgan Wells now serving. And Wells with the serve. Right back at Tohall. Soler Martí with the kill. And the point for the Blue Wave. It's now 5-2. Blue Wave trying to sweep this one now after winning the first 2. And winning them pretty easily. 5-2 is the score. And Martina Soler Martí with the jump serve into the net, but the ball bounces her way and lands on the floor. And the ace makes it a 4-point game. Soler Martí back to serve. And she is ready. Again, I really like that high toss. She times it well. This time she got on top of it, and the Eagles get the point. 6-3, TBC trying to come back. Kristen Andrews, junior from Bellevue, now serving. Toward the back of the court. Soler Marti sets it up front. Andrews with the defense, but the return effort into the net. Katie Ashby on the FSCJ side made the return that eventually led to the point. The freshman from Port St. Lucie, Treasure Coast High School. And Elena Reynolds now serving with a 7-3 lead for the Blue Wave. Front towards Foster, and she finds the inside of the line. Perfectly placed, and a point. Odyssey Foster scores one for the Eagles. Foster with 30 kills entering play tonight. And now serving is Alyssa Tucker. Serve a little short into the net. And the Blue Wave lead 8-4. Hannah Roberts now serving. Low line drive, and Andrews is able to send it up front. Foster with the point for the Eagles. That ball would have landed inbounds. Valiant effort by Hannah Roberts. But again, Foster with another well-placed strike. Eagles are within 3 at 8-5. And a serve from Foster goes into the net. And the Blue Wave lead 9-5. Now serving for FSCJ, Abigail Bucci. And Bucci with the serve toward the back of the court and the ace. 10-5 Blue Wave lead. Bucci came in with 15 aces. She's added a couple more so far tonight. Now she and her team lead 10-5. Span will set this one up for Wells. Blocked up front by Hosser. Wells got on top of that one and put it into the net. And now a 6-point lead for the Blue Wave. They lead 2-0 and try to finish off this match in 3. Bucci gets the whistle. And the serve. Foster and onto the floor, and a 7-point lead for the Blue Wave. Coach Chelsea Hink leads the Blue Wave, led by Coach Hink, assisted by Megan Crawford and Amy Walker. And another ace for the Blue Wave. Bucci does the honors. Again, she came in with 15. She's added a couple more in just this sequence. 13-5 Blue Wave lead. Shaw bumps it, Span sets it, Wells returns it. Third hit coming. This is Soler Marti with the tap. Span on the dive, keeps the ball alive. Reynolds, that ball is inbounds. Looked like it was tipped anyway. Either way, point for the Blue Wave. 14-5 the score. And Abigail Bucci ready to serve once again. Clay High School down in Green Cove Springs. That one out of bounds. Eagles get the point. Trail 14-6. And Alexis Span gets ready to serve. Reynolds with the hit, tipped. Shaw sends it up front. Wells on top of it, but right at Bucci. Span sends it up front. Set up for Wells. Wells tried to just find the open corner on the front of the court. However, Brown was right there. And the Blue Wave have opened up a 9-point lead. Substitution will send Tohal in for Brown. Lane Tohal ready to serve for the Blue Wave. At Wells, who sends it up front. And third hit comes up short. And the Blue Wave leads 16-10. Tolaire with the serve right at Wells. And this one is into the net. (17-6), the Blue Wave lead. Reynolds with the tap. And Madison Williford, a double hit violation. The Blue Wave lead 18-6. Williford to Wells. Roberts goes down low, kill attempt. And the Blue Wave get the point and lead 19-6. Blue Wave just 6 points away from sweeping the match. Tolaire grazes the net and gets the ace. So now the Blue Wave have hit the 20-point mark. And a timeout with the score. Florida State College at Jacksonville 20, TBC 6. We'll be back in a moment. Blue Wave 5 points away from finishing the match in 3 sets. Joe Hall now serving. That one is a little strong and out of bounds. Eagles get the point. They're still trailing by 13. Williford ready to serve. Alyssa Tucker back onto the court for the Eagles. So there, Marti with the kill, and now FSCJ just 4 points away. And ready to serve will be Marissa Hauser. Set up for Morgan Wells, but a double team block up front. Katie Ashby along with Elena Reynolds. And the Blue Wave need just 3 more points. And sets this one up. Foster with the hit. Goes right at Katie Ashby. Tolaire to Shaw. And a whistle. Ball still in flight. Double hit violation called against the Eagles. And FSCJ now leads 23-7. And Hauser with the serve. And now we are looking at potential match point. FSCJ just 1 point away. And trying to serve it up will be Marissa Hauser. Right at Shaw. Span to Wells, a tap. Kept alive by Tohall coming up from the backcourt. Tohall bumps it. Set. Reynolds a kill attempt. Eagles are able to make the return. This one's set up for Solaire Marti. And that will do it. Final score, 25-7 in set 3. The match goes to FSCJ, 3-0. The Blue Wave improved to 5-10 overall on the season, and TBC 1 win and 16 defeats. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us here at Trinity Gymnasium. Remember, tomorrow at 12 noon, Florida State College at Jacksonville against Andrew College. We will bring you that game here on TBC Eagles. Then at 2 p.m., Trinity Baptist against Andrew College. Thank you once again for joining us here tonight. For Hannah Hewling on the camera, Coach Carlin Pointer, and Athletic Director John D. Jones, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.